Well, here in Wisconsin, we didn't earn the name Cheeseheads for nothing. We love our cheese. But have you ever thought about hosting a cheese party? Here now is a Tastemaker, Cathy Strange from Whole Foods Market with some combinations for a stellar plate. Good morning, Cathy.
Good morning, and thanks for having me. Of course, you're from the home of some of the best cheese in the United States, so I'm happy to be talking with you about cheese today.
Thank you. We've got to know, how does somebody become a global cheese buyer?
Well, a lot of tasting cheese, that helps. So I think through the years, just learning about the product and working in Whole Foods and learning more about the product, and then just moving up through the ranks, studying about the cheese and working with cheesemakers and farmers. So actually, this weekend I was in Milwaukee and was talking to some of the farmers just north of the city. So really happy to be sharing some of the information I have about cheese with all of your listeners and viewers. So I'd like to start with some of my favorite cheeses. So if you're building your own cheese platter at home, keep in mind, select something that you're familiar with and that you personally enjoy. It just makes it so less complicated. Also, think about how much cheese you're going to buy. You want to have about 1 to 2 ounces a serving per cheese selected for everyone that's coming. And also get the cheese out and get it to room temperature prior to your event, whether you're bringing cheese or you're serving cheese. Make sure it's the right temperature. That releases the aromatics, gets the flavors going. Remember, cheese is alive, and you want to be enjoying it when it's at its peak. And so when it's cold, it's not really at its peak. So some of the cheeses I've selected today are a brie. Brie is a pretty famous cheese out of France, and what I like about it for the holidays is that it's rich and buttery, and that butteriness just lingers on your tongue, gives you all kinds of flavors. So I also like pairing it with a spread made with cherries, and what that does is the acid in the cherries actually highlight more of the flavors. And my favorite wine with this brie would be champagne, and champagne has an effervescence that some of those heavier cheeses, they just lift that butterfat off your tongue and really make it vibrant and alive, tasting all the flavors, and that's something I really look forward to. And I like champagne so much that I worked this year, and one of our producer partners and I brainstormed and came up with this idea of champagne cheddar. So during the holidays only, we have this cheese available in all our stores, and it's an exclusive. I love this cheese because it has nice aromatic notes of fruit and then a little bit of a yeasty component that you get in champagne. I love figs with this particular cheese, so I have dried figs and also some fig spread. And remember, when you're serving cheese, you want to serve it on plain bread or crackers. And the reason being is if you're highlighting cheese, you want to be able to taste it. So you don't want seeds or flavored products that maybe disguise some of the qualities of the cheese that you've worked so hard to bring to your friends and family. And with that, I do like those effervescent wines again. And there are 3 that I'm showing right here. A Prosecco from Italy, a great brunch wine, a Cava from Spain, and also we talked already about the champagne, so keep those in mind as New Year's roll around. Also, different milk types. When you're building a cheese plate, you want to have different milk types. So I selected a goat cheese here. This is out of Vermont. It's from Vermont Creamery, and it's called Bambouche. It's made by Allison Hooper. So we'd like to have that, and then finish with the blue, a strong flavored product. This is from Oregon, and all blues go great with pears and walnuts and honey. So a selection of different products at WholeFoodsMarket.com.
Thank you so much, Cathy.